Jai Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai, Jai Srila Bhakti Rakha Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai, Jai Shri Rupanuga Guru Vaga Ki Jai. So my obeisances to all the devotees in remembrance of Srila Gurudev and Srila Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada and our full Guru Varga, our Rupanuga Guru Varga. So today we can quote many things or say many things, but we've been very, very intensely here in London, engaged with devotees practically every moment due to various programs taking place, and going forwards, but going forwards under the guidance of Gurudev and Guru Maharaj. And they have given us everything. Devotees are often asking, but what guidance have we got now that Srila Guru Maharaj has disappeared and then Srila Gurudev then has disappeared? So what guidance have we got? We can think of Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who met Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, his official initiating guru, his spiritual master. He met him a few times, less than 10 times, and even then generally was within a class. In other words, he'd be sitting in the audience and Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is giving some discourse. And so there wasn't a lot of close association, but there was direction. And as we've heard from Srila Guru Maharaj and Srila Gurudev, if we get a hint of what our masters expect of us, wish for us, desire from us, then we'll put that into practice and take that as our life and soul. So we've all got so much guidance to help us understand their wish. Now we have to put that into practice. And when we come to surrender to Guru, surrender means we're going to give ourselves entirely to Guru. And Srila Gurudev points out too, directly, he says, but for our full surrender, the Guru must be perfect. Because otherwise we see in the world all kinds of things going on in the name of religion from different famous Babas who've been around the world, from before Srila Prabhupada's time, during his time, after his time, who are giving all kinds of wrong things in the name of religion, but posing that they are guru and selling mantras and doing all sorts of things. We have seen it directly. So it's not that anybody with the name Guru that we will come and fully surrender to. So the Guru must be perfect, but the disciple, they will try to discern as best they can and try to follow the Guru's guidance. Now the main Guru's guidance, where we can say we've got everything so perfectly, cleanly and purely, has flowed from an ocean, the ocean of Mahaprabhu's affection, his guidance, and purely and intact, etc., through Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, and indeed Srila Prabhupada. So we have so much guidance to help us, and our journey depends upon descending grace, not upon our capacity. So our surrender to the pure directives given by Gurudev and Guru Maharaj, that is the ideal for our life. This is the guiding principle. And we can share a few words today from Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakha Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj. And he is expressing here something that we know, we have heard at least many times, we know, but we shall try to make our life and soul follow this path of hankering for the descending grace. The Lord can descend to us, but we cannot force our way to Him by any amount of austerities, penances, charities, this, that and the other, but only by the grace of the Lord. And that's coming through His devotees, the pure devotees in particular. So the Lord is seen by his own light. And it is only by his light that we can see anything. So this is an excerpt. Sometimes I ask, please say where we are reading from. So we're reading just now from The Loving Search for the Lost Servant, the book, The Lord's Loving Search, The Loving Search for the Lost Servant by Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Sridhar Maharaj. So the Lord is seen by his own light, and it is only by his light that we can see anything. He is self-effulgent. By his own light he can show himself to others. He is the source of all knowledge. This is the proper conception of Godhead. He is automatically existing. He cannot be seen by our knowledge, just as the sun cannot be seen by the help of any other light. It is not necessary that we try to acquire God consciousness through intellect or knowledge. Knowledge of God is independent. Knowledge of God is independent. It can come and go of its own accord. And if he comes to me, everything comes to me. But nothing can force him to come within our vision. The sun cannot be taken into your dungeon, but you have to go to the sun and see things by its grace. In the same way, the Lord is self-effulgent. He can be seen only by his own light. So here Srila Guru Maharaj is addressing about this desire to get knowledge, to understand everything, to dissect and think then, okay, the science, our material science brain is giving some tick mark, so then I will proceed and then I will be able to see the Lord. Like by my own force, I can analyze everything and force open the door to look inside the upper world of the Lord's private pastimes. They're private because they're with his devotees only. So Srila Guru Maharaj is saying, intellectualism is a disqualification. We are interested in jnana shunya bhakti, knowledge-free devotion. Affection, attraction, sympathy. These things are all the outcome of having a heart. So knowledge-free devotion, and then Srila Guru Maharaj says, affection, attraction, sympathy. Affection, attraction, sympathy. These things are all the outcome of having a heart. The scientists feel that animals have no real brain, no intelligence. Yet we see that even without much of a brain, an animal can live. But without a heart, none can live. As the brain is a representation of a computer, the animals have no real computer to calculate. Animals may follow intuition, may follow intuitive knowledge, and so they can work unconsciously. And we can see that intuition can go above brain, calculation. So we see that intuition can go above brain calculation. So many birds and beasts can understand that an earthquake is coming. But so far, no human calculation can understand precisely when an earthquake will come. There are many things that our brain cannot feel, cannot catch, whereas even the animals can get some clue about them beforehand. and after a long and deep research, men cannot find what is beyond their reason. Hare Krishna. And about animals and birds knowing when there is going to be an earthquake. I mean, some animals and birds know when there is going to be some natural disaster. Then I have also that experience, direct experience, in very noisy, means noise of birds and animals, principally birds and all kinds of jungle noise in original thick rainforest in Central Africa. Then during the day I was in the forest, and eerily everything became quiet, became silent. And you're in the forest, which is normally really quite loud, and then everything became silent. And I thought it strange, but when I came back to the group, the associates I was with at that time in the jungle, then I saw that they had some cardboard with a hole in it, and they were looking at the sun coming through that hole, and that there was an eclipse. So there was an eclipse of the sun during the day, sufficient that it becomes darker, but like cloud dark, not night dark. Yet the forest had become completely silent. And so this is some experience we see, that the animals, the birds, they can sense something which us, well, cruder persons ourselves, we could not sense, only sensed something when they became quiet. Then we think something's happening. But still we didn't make much of it until seeing that actually, there was an eclipse taking place. So just a little bit of a personal footnote there. So the feeling, heart is above. So heart is above, and intuition can be above our intellect. Hare Krishna. So all this example is being given, that it's not knowledge, it is heart. And the position of reason and intellect is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, then a verse that's often quoted by Srila Guru Maharaj, by Srila Gurudev. Jnane prayasa mudapasya namanta eva jivanti san mukharitang bhavadiya varatam stane stitaha shrutigatang tanu van manobhir ye prayasho jita jito pyasi taistri lokyam. And so in Srila Guru Maharaj's words saying, hatefully rejecting any attempt in the intellectual line, hatefully, not just, I leave it aside, hatefully rejecting any attempt in the intellectual line, we must nurture a submissive spirit within ourselves and try to live our lives in association with topics about the Lord. Of course, this does not mean any topics about the Lord. They must come from a genuine source. And it does not matter what position we hold at present. Whoever wholeheartedly attends to the teachings of his divine agents by thought, word, and deed can conquer him who is otherwise invincible. And this is Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Sridhar Maharaj's expression, heart expression of the meaning of that verse. And then Srila Guru Maharaj quoting one more verse saying, and this is the path of realization recommended by the Srimad Bhagavatam, which condemns the path of intellectual attainment. And then Srila Guru Maharaj quoting the verse, but our time is a little short, so it's just a verse which begins, Shreya Shriting Bhaktim Udasyate Vibho, also from the 10th canto, and giving the meaning, O Lord, those who want to have a clear conception of you through their intellect find their attempts to be useless. Their endeavors, trying to know him by intellect, their endeavors end only in frustration, like those who try to beat rice from an empty husk. Then Srila Guru Maharaj saying, so jnana, knowledge, is like an empty husk. Rice has a husk around it. They thresh the rice, they beat it, the inside rice grain comes out, and that empty husk is there left behind. So jnana, knowledge, is like an empty husk. Energy and knowledge are only outer aspects. The real substance, the rice, is devotion, love. Here's Guru Maharaj directly saying, the real substance, the rice, is devotion, love. That is the tasteful thing within. Other things are covers. Jnana karma janavritam. But what is within the cover is tasteful, eternal, auspicious, and beautiful. What is within the cover is tasteful, eternal, auspicious, and beautiful. Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. Beauty is reality. Ecstasy is reality. Everything else is only an outer cover. And if we concern ourselves too much with the cover, we cannot get the substance within. Hare Krishna. So, dear devotees, I wanted to share this with you because we are reading and always feeling that we want to share, others should know. So we hear these kind of topics from Srila Guru Maharaj, from Srila Gurudev again and again when we are following our sadhana, which is reading and hearing their divine message day by day, reading and hearing Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita day by day. And so we do have this as a continual theme, but how beautifully Srila Guru Maharaj is expressing here, and we end up thinking that yes, we want the rice, not the cover. And so let us come to Sri Guru and pray for his grace. And may they help us to follow the directives, the direction, the affectionate guidance that's been given by them and by our predecessor acharyas, who all are our well-wishers, wanting the very best for us. So let us proceed carefully. Let us understand where we've got purity, the purity of the directions of the Lord himself, revealed clearly and boldly by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. That was fully carried by Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakkhak, Sri Radhadev Goswami Maharaj, and fully presented and carried all over the world by Srila Bhaktisunda Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj and Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who introduced the world to Krishna consciousness and to this current descending from Srila Saraswati Thakur to Srila Guru Maharaj and hence to Srila Prabhupada and in particular in our family to Srila Gurudev, Srila Govinda Maharaj, who very much embodied Srila Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada, and in his own particular, very relatable way presented the conclusion of the highest truths to the whole world. So let us not get caught up in jnana, in knowledge seeking, too much analysis, and let us stay firmly within the books, scriptures, teachings that have been given to us by Srila Gurudev, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, and hence our parampara. So there is a devotee, I have to be careful about time, there is a devotee who is very knowledgeable, very clever, and he asked Srila Gurudev quite late on in Srila Gurudev's pastimes, a question that why such and such interpreter of the Vedas interpreted such a word or an expression, a particular word or expression, in such a way, but yet Guru Maharaj, we see, is giving this understanding in another way. And Srila Gurudev did not address that specific question of the phrase of the Sanskrit words that were being questioned or being asked about the interpretation. But what Srila Gurudev did very clearly said to that devotee, do not be a prostitute. Do not be a prostitute. You are going here and there, looking to get some mental satisfaction. And by that you are going into places which are unsafe, which are dirty, by looking into the interpretation of this person, that person. Guru Maharaj has given everything. Be faithful, be chaste to Guru Maharaj. This is what Srila Gurudev answered to that devotee. And we must all learn from this. It is for everyone. And Gurudev always emphasizing this chastity factor. So we must be chaste to the ideal that Srila Gurudev and Srila Guru Maharaj gave. And we must be careful as we proceed in life to keep that ideal firmly on our head and in our heart. So we are all students. Let us proceed safely under the direction of the masters of purity, of sweetness, beauty and charm, the masters of the heart, the masters of eternity, and the masters of us who need proper, clean, pure guidance. Jai to Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai to Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rock Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. And Jai to our whole Sri Rupanuga Guru Vaga ki Jai. Appreciating the company of you all. Oh, and from now on, if any of you do like to attend live, then this Facebook and Instagram broadcast is 1 hour earlier. So it is should be at 8 a.m. London summer time, 9 a.m. Italy summer time. But it is fixed to India time, and I don't know if I can quite immediately tell you what that Indian time is, but I will look just now. Hare Krishna. So Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Garadhara, Srivas Adi Sri Gaura Bhaktivinoda. So it's actually 12:30 noontime in Navadip. So this is a new time, so it doesn't overlap with other programs which have come up. And so if you like to be with us live, it's 12:30 Navadip time all year around, on Thursdays and Sundays. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripasindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna. Ashchi.